Alrighty, there we go. Let's try this quickly.
And
now the endless loop in my ear will reverb for a minute. And it's still reverbing in my ear. Let me shut that. There we go. Okay, so forgot to shut off the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Swap Dog Games. I'm your host, DK. Sorry for being a little late for this Friday Rock Lobster live stream. And you'll find out why it's called a Rock Lobster once Crow gets here. Yeah, today at work ended up going a little later than I had originally foreseen. And so, yeah, fun times that. But I am here now for the weekly live stream, and we'll get it on. Yeah. Sorry. The joy of this late on a Friday night when I'm still not hungover, but exhausted from just how long the week has been. But we are going to get this party started, whether I'm awake for it or not. So we're going to be doing a little bit of Pillars of Eternity, possibly some Tactical Espionage Crow as well when I get to it. But we'll see about that when I get there. In the interim, I cast Magic Missile at the darkness. As we get our adventuring on. Dun dun dun. As we're still in Durgan's Battery, as I'm investigating this. I think I, for the most part, looted everything. In here. Am I missing any parts of the map, though? So I've been in there. So it's this and the elevator, the two areas that I do need to traverse. I will risk it myself. Ooh, I can break through the wall. Ooh. So, this is the first time I think I've done one of those and got on the first time without having to reload. The advantage of reloading disease pudding. Ugh. That's going to be fine. Because these guys aren't at their best either, of course, as I should have rested beforehand. You're going to do that. You are going to do that. You are, of course, going to do your Stunning Fist. You keep at range. that dog assaulting as well. Ooh. As you can see, we got a pretty quick interrupt on that. Now, you are going to strike this way. You need to get into the fray here. We already defeated? Oh. That was an anticlimactic battle with a black pudding.
Huh? Steady does it.
Let me push my luck.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good news is I'm worried there's going to be a trap over here. Good news is we found more cannons in here, which I think is part of the quest that I actually need to achieve.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, we disintegrated that bad boy. I'm pretty sure.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Should have honestly not had the guy who's so severely wounded open the door, just in case there was a trap, but... Honestly, the cannons in this area aren't that bad off, as compared to some in this area. Actually, you guys go there. You here.
Worth a look.
Aha! Thank you. Ah. Ready the cannons. Okay, so we've apparently, I can put two and two together, and I know we're missing the lever from last time in this elevator here, so it's pretty obvious the next step. And why are you crouching still? Yep. And I think... Was the chains what we were messing with? Okay, so that's one chains that we're messing with. Aha, and the lever. Okay. Oh, we're going up. I thought doors would have been going down. Because, I mean, we delved too deeply, I thought. That was loud. Am I going to attack yet or what? Okay. It was a weird QTE event. Oh, geez. Weren't you flying a second ago? Like... Ugh. Or no, I'm in the battle already. Crap, I'm stuck here. No. Okay, this is not going to end well, let me think, if... Okay, the good news is that initial move to deflect this was successful. So, him fighting that, you keep fighting that thing. You need to, like, really need to, like, terrorize these guys.
Thoughts must flow deeply.
You, unfortunately, have now utilized that. You need to do, like, that cross swipe. Because you need to keep them away and engaged. Especially since poor deer here is the one that's going to be in the most trouble from this. You're good there. Why don't you actually fight here? You need to...
Not so long, but I'm slowly dying.
Okay. So this is the problem. Okay, so you now need to heal ASAP. Oh, that's right. That doesn't impact that. You guys, you don't have any more summons.
Ready, Watcher.
You need to disengage that way. You can fight that while you're going to have to knock his ass down again. You're going to have to try to knock his ass down. Yeah, you... need to mind control this guy ASAP. Now, you also have another summon, don't you?
Your thoughts will be
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you need to engage that guy. You need to go slightly more this way. You need to... Do we have an AoE? Okay, we do have an AoE. Get that slumbering. Yeah. Yeah, you guys get that slumbering going. You... need to get that crush damage going.
Zawa is ready.
You need to get in there. You need to back your ass out. Shit, he's stunned. Do you have a possession? Possess his ass, please. Possess it. Possess it, please. This real time with pause really comes in handy.
Zawa is ready.
Okay. Good news is these scarabs are really doing a number here. You, my dude, need to get out of your funk here. Really start attacking him back.
Zawa is ready.
Oops. Okay, you now need to go fight this. Since those summons are now gone, I forget the rate. What's the duration of those summons, for Pete's sake? Oh, they overmixed that. You can't tell. I've also been sick most of the week as well, but...
good shot with this.
Okay. Well, this ambush, thankfully, was not as disastrous as I feared it would be, which has been a extremely saving grace. Yep, and now everything turns. There we go. Woo. Let's pick up everything. Okay, that's everything picked up. Why don't we rest here for a second? Okay. Hopefully that's the end of that fiasco. Okay.
Slow and silent.
Here's a view that's worth the climb.
Whew. Some interesting positions of what I assume are cannons here. The fact that I can't heal is driving me more than a little bonkers. It's like, I wonder what the... Because there's a couple monsters here. I'm definitely pushing my luck here. I've got two here, and probably another there. I really don't want to get routed by these guys, though.
Hey. Hey.
Zawa is ready.
Ready, Watcher.
So I definitely want to keep the dog back just in case these guys decide to come around backwards. What I'm scared of... Getting flanked here.
Hey.
Zawa is ready.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
How may I help? Hey. All right, then. Varathis!
Okay. Now you get back there. You, Zawa, get up here.
Is ready.
Yeah, you guys are then gonna now flank here. So you are gonna get your ass over here. Start pummeling. attack him. Same thing. Okay, the good news is they're not going to try flanking, it appears. The bad news is they're going to try pummeling my ass from that range.
That's not very helpful.
Okay. Yeah, now why don't you go around this way? Flank from the other side. You can now engage here. You're gonna also start going this way. Okay. You now attack the Elder.
Zawa is ready.
Wait a minute, what does that do?
I'm here.
Ready.
Not too long.
There, got that taken in. Okay, so he's pretty good. You revive the companion just in
I'm
case.
here.
Oh, he's dead anyway. Never mind. Alrighty.
Zawa is ready.
Actually, was not too bad. Ooh.
Very well.
Yeah, I gotta let this dilute a little bit. I think though this is pretty much it. Some odd cannons.
Yeah.
So all that's left is that thing. Somehow I guess this magically powers up the cannons. Before this blows up in my face, but these things have a tendency to do with when you deal with cannons. Oh, these are the things. Oh dear. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to get attacked by those things. I think that is what ended up attacking the forge, isn't it?
I think I can almost feel one of my toes again.
So we've reactivated the cannons. I think. So these really aren't so much cannons as just if that's like molten lava down below. These are just shooting jets of molten lava. Yeah, let me go to the front gates. I think that's where I got the... So I can go to any level now this way? This is where I think I got the quest.
That was incredible! Whole forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here. And now to see about these cannons. This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery. If only I could show you. But everyone else is all worried about accidents and injuries. So they've said I can't fire them until there's a real need.
You know, while there is truth to that, you also want to make sure that when that time of need arises, they actually do work, and in your moment of need, they don't blow up in your face.
They came out here a few weeks back and asked us to vacate the forge, real nice-like. When we told them to turn around or we'd do them like we did their fellow Widewin, things got rough. They went to their fort, but they'll be back for sure. Darien sent a group from Stalwart to parley, but they never made it back. So it's a good thing you got these guns working. We'll be ready for those raid Sarens when they come for us. I'm taking care of these lovelies so they can take care of us. Well, back in Stalwart, I learned everything Dana knew about black powder, and a few things she didn't.
I just finished watching Konosuba, and just hearing her talk about her love of explosions, Megamine and her explosion magic. Oh, what a show. Isekai at its finest. That show.
Them she wasn't so happy about. After what might have been a small mishap in the stalwart mines, they sent me here to put my talents to better use.
Okay, how many people did
Headed
you
up
injure?
the tower. Gonna...
Seems like the least likely to upset them. Now, let me explore the battery. Now that they should have had some time to renovate the joint. Oh, I gotta examine the place. It's all new now? I mean, yeah, technically it's a new area because this map, the last time it was all abandoned and whatnot, but you really gotta make me do the whole thing over again? Like, re-investigate the whole area? Wow. Oh. Why am I back here? Or is this a different area? No, this is where I was at. Okay. The Great Hall. Okay, yeah. I don't know why the heck I did that. Okay. So I got it now. The good news is I shouldn't be attacked in these halls. As I say that, knock on wood.
I've got it. Finished.
This place looks much nicer now. Okay, so
Laying low.
even though that I'm in this cleared out area, I still have to be careful of traps, apparently. Good to know. Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like, is there going to be... We're definitely renovating this joint. Going to be a tavern in here that I can rest at, because I'm kind of low on health.
I'll get it open.
I got enough locks that I don't feel bad about spending them. Oh yeah, that's right. I read something about you can upgrade armor in here or something. Is this all I can go to? Wow. Oh hey Crow, how's it going? This whole joint has been like reduced to a significantly smaller area than it used to be. How's it hanging? You and your weird lobster cravings. See, grinding away has many different connotations. When you say grinding away, what does that mean? Especially you with that comment earlier that I'm very sure was designed for me to go like, eh? Oh, no, sorry, I just got in here. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, significant amounts of this joint. How was the lobster bisque though today? I'm actually surprised. I found out from you, not financial advice or anything, but found out from you before I found out from any of my usual sources the rumor about Red Lobster thinking about declaring bankruptcy. And I'm like, how did you find out about that before me? You know, I have never watched Liar Liar, though I feel like I really need to. From what little I do know about it, though, that does sound like the type of thing, though, that would be in that film.
You got a real purposeful look about you.
The problem is, I'm like so far in the conversation, I'm now trying to remember what of your comments goes to what. So, your mother told you what? But before I get even more lost. So I am now getting completely lost with this conversation. It was like, all I was going to ask was, like, how was the lobster bisque? Now I'm so far gone, I'm like, what were we talking about? You know, I was telling Crow earlier, I don't think I've had a good experience at Red Lobster ever in my life. Because every time I remember eating there as a kid, the one about the dating alone that sounds dirty, that one is what I was talking about. Yeah, when I originally asked you, you were at the movie theater alone, and you said no, you were at Red Lobster, but going back to what I was telling him, I don't think I've ever had like a good experience at Red Lobster, which is weird because I don't hold it in the same disdain as I do Chipotle, and especially considering Chipotle, how many times it has poisoned its customers with all the E. coli BS they've had over the years. But I like Red Lobster, it's just like an assumed fact. I don't know, because Chipotle just actively makes me pissed every time I go there. Red Lobster, it's every time I've been there as a kid, every time I'd go, love the dinner, absolutely love everything. Get horrible food poisoning though afterwards. And that was every single time going to Red Lobster. Every damn time. Would have a great dinner, great pina colada afterwards. This was I'd do it without liquor when I was a kid. But I would just be then sicker than a dog for days. And it's weird that even after all of that...
Someone has to do something. Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Ha! Ha! Oh. Ah. Ah, great.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? He did he? That
Yeah,
shifty little crook
and then-
never learns. I'll have it put away somewhere safe. Thank you for doing the decent thing. Here, for your honesty.
Why? I did that again. mean, considering the cost of Red Lobster, I would have thought that would have kept a lot of the obnoxious people out. But then the other time that I'm thinking of that I also was pretty miserable. Great dinner. Thought I was going to have an extraordinary evening. I was out with a guy from the base. I was drinking, and I was like, okay, now it's time to go home. You're my DD, my designated driver. I'm kind of well and truly sloshed at this moment, so I don't have a choice. We get in the car. Come to find out, this jackass cannot drive worth shit. Like, Crow can make me nervous at times, but I'm not sure if it's because I was just scarred by this moron, or, but this guy was horrendous. We start and immediately he jolts forward in the car and kicks the curb. You know that concrete block that keeps you from going over your space? Kicks forward and goes up on that, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm drunk. I can't drive. I've handed the keys over to a moron, and now I can't get, and you cannot, for God's sake, cannot get in trouble for drunk driving in the military. There's no such thing as double jeopardy. They will screw you 50 ways to Sunday. So I'm now sitting in the side seat, drunk, trying to give this guy a driving lesson, who I didn't realize he had got it, like his learner's permit or whatever, in Maryland, and got it when we were first, I don't know what the circumstances was, but he was a terrible driver. And so I'm like trying to guide him safely from the passenger seat as I'm too drunk to get there. We hit the base gates, and at one point I thought he was going to run over the MP and get a shot, and I'm like, oh dear God, save me from this mess. And ever since then, I have been, one, a slightly paranoid passenger, so if Crow ever gets mad at me for looking nervous as the passenger in his seat, he can blame this guy for making me paranoid being a passenger to begin with. But two, God forbid, I will not let anyone drive my car but me. Absolutely not. I objectively abhor anyone driving my car. I've gotten to the point where I can handle it, like, even though I know the mechanics are driving it around a little bit, I'll put up with it just as long as I'm not in the vehicle. I can kind of put up with it, but you are not driving my car with me in the passenger seat ever again. I was scarred for life after that drive. And of course, we had eaten at Red Lobster that night. Though that one was not Red Lobster's fault in the slightest. It was just like another night, what started off feeling like a good night, absolutely ruined by just the circumstances of the evening.
Please, someone has to do something.
Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Oh, man.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Top quality bear pelt?
Don't you need, like, the full context to understand, like, why I am objectively paranoid about both being a passenger and my terrible experiences at Red Lobster? Plus, that wasn't as long as some of my stories. Some of them I can go for hours and hours and hours. Talking and talking. One long, incredibly unbroken sentence moving from topic to topic. It was really quite hypnotic, if you
Does
get the
anyone have any
reference.
extra rations? I did some white leaf, and now I'm very hungry.
The guy is on drugs.
Please, tell me you found it. I've got a craving like you wouldn't believe.
I'm wounded. I'm wounded. Crow doth wounded me. I mean, you need the whole context. I mean, you go into the whole context, too. Because, like you said, a lot of things need contextual background to fully understand the humor of them. Oh. I don't think I've ever shared that story, first off. Hang on a second. Ooh. Yeah, all this, for some reason, both going into winter and coming out of it, I always, every single year, have a really bad head cold where everything just drains and all that sinus junk has murdered my throat. Where just, even though this is liquid, this Mio, it feels like sandpaper going down the back of my throat right now. It's so sore. Okay, that part I admit may be overdoing it a bit. I like instead do it like my aunt does. I'll just say, "Oh, my liver, Crow, you've ruined my liver over those comments." You know, I've never understood that statement though. The "oh, my liver." I know I've heard it from a particular side of my family most of my life, but I've never understood what the origin of it is. But I do know it is a cultural thing. Ow. I also know we need to invent some way to properly block off one's sinuses from draining at night, too. Yeah. Like, Crow could attest, I look like I'm falling asleep every time we get together now. This week, not only do I have to put up with working so many hours, but I've also had to put up with then getting home and not being able to sleep because I'm coughing all night. I remember as a kid, no problem, them issuing, what is it called, codeine, which is a controlled narcotic, but it's the only thing that I've ever taken my entire life guaranteed to absolutely kill a cough. Instead, I have to try to lay down in these uncomfortable half-upright positions just to try to stay upright enough that everything just doesn't drain and I end up choking on my own fluids in the middle of the night. It sucks. I wonder, hey Crow, do you know if by chance there's anything, like, you talk occasionally about the, I don't know why I would think this is related. I know you talk about the diet, the fasting. For some reason, I'm, like, wondering if you heard anything about if you sleep inverted, you know, your feet above your head. If that could actually help one from choking to death on their own sinus fluid each night. I gotta look into that. Get one of those, like, back rest things, the ones that you stick your feet in it and then you lay backwards like this. See if that way I could actually get some sleep and not choke all night long. It might be worth looking into, you know? I could make $1 billion off of that idea. Sleep inverted. Don't choke on your own snot every night. A perfect business plan, you know? Huh. No, this is the other part that pisses me off. I can now see on my screen that Crow's written 2 things that are on YouTube, but don't show up in my feed that I know I need to respond to. Okay. So that's your... I'm coming... What? Oh, from Sanford and Son. Okay. Hey, it's, even though they say it's not toxic, it's all those crayons we eat, you know? I mean, maybe if I put on my thinking fez, we'll, get some, new ideas started here, you know? But I would like to know, because if this is some weird fact of the plugin that I'm using for this streaming thing, it is a really dumb one. Because the whole point of, and I'm not saying I agree with it, but just from a practical standpoint of censoring the comment section is so that Crow doesn't, like I was more worried he was going to start singing the rest of the A Rock Lobster song and get me banned off of YouTube. It would make more sense to ban it from showing up on YouTube, but still show up in my feed, instead of where I get, it doesn't show up in my feed, but shows up on YouTube for everybody to see. And I'm like, this is not helpful in the slightest. I'm dying here. I'm coming, Elizabeth. Sad thing is, I wonder how many people would actually get that reference anymore. Sanford and Son was a good show. But considering the crap they put on today, I don't know if anybody will have ever taken the time to go back and watch the classics. By the way, Crow, I'm not sure this will help for your goal of acting, but if you've ever wanted to make a movie, and I know most of us have, like I've got a couple dreams of making a movie one day too. I was at this symposium about AI, and the guy, I forget his name, he's got a website, he's got like 90-something patents when it comes to technology, particularly around AI in business. And he was showing us this new prototype AI system that I'm not sure what his relationship with it is. If he's an investor, if that's one from his company, or just because of what he's involved with on the technology, and he just has a preview build of it. But it was showing us this new AI technology that when you're used to seeing the prompts in AI, particularly around video, you see like somebody's hand go through their head or some stupid crap because the AI can't understand physical limits. This new one, which I think is an offshoot of Sora, from the material they were showing, was one of the best AI products I think I have ever seen. When you were watching this, with the exception of a scene where you saw these woolly mammoths charging the screen, where it had just that little bit of unrealism there, with the canvas, that you could tell it was CGI. This whole film was actually CGI. From them driving by what looked like a busy street in Delhi, to talking about these people walking through this field, interacting with each other, the voiceover, the music. you would have sworn, looking at this was a professionally done Hollywood videographer, scriptwriter, voice actor, orchestra doing this entire thing. This entire short 60-second vignette that we saw was 100% AI and prompt-based interactions. And this was the most scarily accurate one I have seen yet. I've seen some pretty cool stuff that AI can do. This one, you could not tell the difference between AI and a professional company doing the money to actually put this vignette together. It was that good. And with the exception of the woolly mammoths had just a little bit of a color tone, something was off about it. I guess because of lack of reference material for the AI. You could see the woolly mammoths, but you would still think it was the CGI company that Disney would hire for the Avengers, like that level of CGI. So even though you can clearly tell that it's fake, it's that good quality cinematic Hollywood fake. And he was talking about the processing power for right now, this technology that he was demoing for us, $100 to make an 2-hour film is what it would cost now. And the AI now prompts on this thing can literally do everything. It can voice it with a convincing voiceover. It can create the script from whole cloth if you want. It created the cinematic music for this piece. Everything looked like it was being filmed off of a high-quality camera in the real world. When you look at the flowers, the people, again, the complexity of driving through like New Delhi and filming, if you've ever seen it, there is a lot of shit going on at any one time in New Delhi. When you've got vehicles going up and down the roads, when you've got the amount of people that are out there, the colors, the sights, all of the variables on there. I didn't think AI could do a scene that complex and look realistic. This thing did it. And it was scary good. And he was showing this thing and thinking about our friend Nate. You won't even need a camera and actors anymore. In a couple years, they'll be able to do it 100% in AI, film-based movies. And you're going to see, I think, a huge explosion of talent of people that Hollywood would never have given 10 seconds of time to actually create something better than the junk that Hollywood's pumping out these days. And we might finally have a renaissance of absolutely gorgeous films coming out when they can get some of the kinks out of this AI technology. Because this thing was amazing to behold. And I think it's going to be really cool to see a independent film maker through maybe spending a month on a computer with AI pumping out a film, doing all the prompts and edits to it, being able to pump out a movie that we used to expect Hollywood to take 3 years to film, $500 million, and he'll be able to throw it up on YouTube and make a profit off the ad revenue, versus Hollywood, which can't even do a Star Wars film and make a profit off of it anymore. I cannot wait to see the future, man. We're going to have some opportunity for some amazing creative output, I think. What was I on about? I think Crow was, getting me for the inverted bed. Then he's probably gone off to get dinner while I ranted about AI and film, and then... Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do from here. I've got 15 minutes to kill. Oh, I do need to go up here because I gotta... Yeah, one of these days I'll get on it. It's honestly, let's see here. Maybe I'll try doing Facebook marketing on my thing again. It can't go any worse than the last time I used Facebook. Oh. To all these people that tell you about just buy ads from Google and Facebook, I swear those two services lie out the yin-yang about what they do for advertising. I had a couple extra bucks come into my budget, so I was like, hey, here's 20 bucks to Facebook, throw my ad out so for my business that I do. So before I start calling people, hopefully maybe they'll see my ad, and so they'll be able to strike up a conversation. So I put 20 bucks for Facebook. I'm like, okay, let me see how this goes. Did my parameters on the back end of Facebook. According to Facebook, over 6,000 people saw my ad. According to Facebook, 53 people clicked on my ad and clicked on specifically the Call Me Now button. I have questions over them actually clicking that Call Me Now button, because that would indicate that if they click the Call Me Now button, shouldn't they have attempted to call me? Especially after 53 clicked on that button. I can't imagine all 53 clicked on that button by mistake. Because I had 0 calls out of that BS. 53 supposedly clicked on it for you to charge me, and you want to then tell me that I didn't get a single dial off of that? Like, okay, you can tell me 6,000 people saw my ad, no one clicked on it, fine. I'd be a little bit upset, but believable. Well, I need to get this out there because I'm frustrated with Facebook ads, because I think it was the me getting actually stolen from by Facebook over that crap. Where am I here? Okay. This guy ends up... I don't know. Would you pay to watch a brain surgeon try to play video games at the same time he operates too? On the good news, though, for you, I know this continues on to me not playing the game, but there was a great new surgery robot I was watching that I think Samsung was showing off. And they were showing just how accurate and the dexterity of this device was by, in their case, programming it to actually fold origami. But they were talking about using this new robot for brain surgeries going forward. Because with the new AI programming of this thing to be able to in real time figure out its way around the brain while performing surgery, so it can actually do more complicated maneuvers and more safely than a human doctor can. So there's always that going forward as well.
Laying low.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the battle music from Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. As we gotta stealth around here, because... Whoa, jeez. Yep. Let's go back this way. I'll try going up north now. How big is this map, though? This is huge. Holy crapola. Because the one disadvantage with this quest is I need to... This one I know because of previous research for something unrelated in this game. I need to sneak into this camp and talk to their boss without killing anyone, because then I need them to be an ally when I actually want to get Cade Nua, which is my castle stronghold. I still got to fight... I hear footsteps and my heart rate is racing. Let me figure out how to properly sneak in there at a later time. For right now, let me go back to the one area that they got. I think he said Whitestone Hollow. Yeah, because this is where the house is. Because I need to stop that one paladin, which I got questions. Paladins are not the type that I expect to go around murdering people just because some drunk idiot was like, hey, I don't like this guy. So I'm thinking he's not actually a paladin, and I need to go stop his ass. I also just discovered this is a new location, so... Oops.
Yeah.
So you fight here. You guys here. You guys now get in from the back. You're gonna need to use your arcane assault. Actually. These guys actually attack with knockdown abilities.
That's it.
Thankfully, they're still easy peasy, these guys.
Steady does it.
I need to also figure out how to undo the curse, because I can't actually have Dodrick right now use his rifle. Usually what I do is have him and a deer start off with a ranged volley. Dodrick has a blunderbuss. And a deer, of course, has the crossbow, so I'd start... Ooh. I think I got enough. to handle the bear.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a whole range of bears. So I got baby bear, mama bear, and baby bear that are very likely going to be all very upset with me.
Zawa is ready.
Hey.
Yeah!
Okay, so now you use your stunning blow.
Yes?
Yep, there's mama bear. Okay, so now you get your ass in gear.
Hey.
Why are you guys there? Stop. Why are you...
Yes?
Zola, attack! There we go. Okay. You sleep.
Yeah.
And this is how you defeat bears. Put them to sleep and then wail on them.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Did the bear just summon like a demonic spell on me?
Sure.
That does kind of make me a little bit worried when bears start doing that, you know? One of those things that they kind of shouldn't be able to do.
Nice and slow.
Still don't see why we had to hurt the dogs.
Shut it about the blazing dogs!
You hurt the dogs. You killed the dogs, you bastards. Okay. Reorganize the wedge. Because now we're going to have to get all the melee
Yes?
guys together.
Hey.
Verathus!
Okay. 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 Get these guys into slumber mode as well.
I'm here.
He went flying. Oh shit. No, you defeat him.
Hey.
He comes down that way.
Mm-hmm.
I got some interesting armor. I'm glad the mage stayed out of combat, but I'm kind of surprised that she didn't aggro. Glad she didn't, because man, we get to pummel her quickly and get her out of the way from being a threat. Probably take a look at the grimoire to see if there's anything spells worth stealing.
Not a sound.
Huh?
Let's go.
Hey. Zawa is ready.
That's not very helpful.
Man, why are all of my attacks are they immune to?
Let's go.
Sure.
Another mage.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guys here.
Awesome. Word. Ross.
Okay. You fell, make them sleep.
Beyond seeking.
I feel though like using cold spells in winter, guys probably have, due to standard video game logic, cold immunity.
That's it.
Where is he? Okay, Deer's down, so I need him to actually use... Okay. Slumber again.
sharp for steel.
Let's go.
There we go. Hey. Learning some good weapons here. Oh, where's the breeding camp here? Okay. We'll rest here for a minute, level up the spell. This is all basic. Damage reduction. Okay. And this had the camp stuff, so there we go. We're back up to full health.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Worth a look.
Somebody's poor house got screwed. Oh no. Too late. They killed the poor guy. I don't get to save him apparently, but
I will walk unseen.
no beetles. Yeah, I actually got to be cutting it here. Shoot. I do apologize, guys. I got to cut it here because I got to work tomorrow. And I got to get going for that. So, whoa. As it just disappears into the ether, apparently. As So, I'll catch you guys later. I got to go to sleep, but I hate having to wake up so early on Saturdays. But I'll catch you next week and maybe get back to some tactical espionage crow when we do. But in the interim, hope you guys have a great week. Hope you have a safe weekend, and I will see you next time. Take care, my dudes. I can figure out how to get out of here. There we go.